Hello, fight fans. Here we are. It is the Super Bowl of bare knuckle fighting, KnuckleMania. It is the third ever KnuckleMania, and here we go. Eric Dodson, Gene Perez. Oh, a big right hand from Dodson early, and Perez is down. Seconds into the broadcast, we already have a knockdown. Featherweights Eric Dodson and Gene Perez. Eric Dodson looking to take care of business early. Look at the right eye already. Oh, a big left hook and a right hand from Perez. Dodson comes firing back. Right hand on the chin and another knockdown. Dodson knocks him down again. 2 knockdowns in the first 40 seconds of this fight. What an exciting start to this. Little over a minute left here in the first round. Can Perez finish the round? Oh, and another big right hand there from Dodson. A good right hook from Perez, but his balance has been shaking. An uppercut, and he falls fat forward. That's not going to be ruled a knockdown, though. Wow, his face looked like he's been knocked down many times. A couple more big right hands there from Perez. The left, a huge right uppercut, and a big combination. There's another uppercut from Dodson. Eric Dodson looking like John Dodson, who will be fighting later tonight. And he goes to the body, and there it is. Perez falls face first, and this fight is over. Eric Dodson with a scintillating knockout in the first round. Wow, look at the face of Gene Perez. He looks like he got in a fight with the Hells Angels. Damn, Eric Dodson, he did not come to take part. He came to take over. And man, did he bring the excitement for us tonight. Rewatching this replay, that right hand right on the chin. Just a solid bare knuckle to flesh shot. Wow, and Gene Perez having a harder time staying up tonight than the pants of a wannabe gangster walking down the road in Compton. That is not a pretty face right now. Let's go to the chat. I know some of you were hanging out early. Well, we started a little early. They say better late than never. I say better early than anything. What's up? Ice Cold Fox was in here early. So I put this request in and he delivers. Thanks for covering BKFC tonight, brother. Hey, no worries. Thanks for being here. What's up? RMC. PR. What's going on, my man? Yes, Diego versus Trout, Coleman, Robert Kerrigan, Drunken Charge in the house. Phil D. Rowe, what's up, man? Bummed I can't watch along on the main card. I think you can, Robert. I think you can. It's just $4.99 a month. Pay for $4.99 for the month, or I think it's $50 for the year, and you get all the pay-per-views across the entire year, including, look at that, Friday, February 24th. What is that? Next week, we got Alan Belcher in town. So that'll be fun. But yeah, this is the big one. This is the big card that Biggest card of the year for BKFC. It's stock full of former UFC fighters. And I know some people might say, oh, well, that's kind of cheap. You know, it's like guys that are, you know, past their prime or whatever. No, these UFC fighters are showing, you know, they're some of the best people to do this. They're beating the boxers, which, you know, it's almost like, you know, boxers, they want to challenge MMA guys, but they always want to challenge on their, you know, on their ground. Well, this is a little more even. I feel like it's still very much in the boxers' favor, but for the most part, this has been an MMA guys. You know, they've been dominant. We got John Dodson tonight. I think he's the hardest hitting featherweight of all, or flyweight, excuse me, of all time. And I think he was born to do this. I just wish he was a little younger, because I think he probably could have reigned this division with an iron fist for a decade. Some chat first comments 6 hours ago. $7.99 now, Mike. Let's go, Lorenzo. What's up? Frankie Chorizo in the house. What's going on, my man? Hey, I'm just looking forward to some big fights. Main card starts in less than a minute now. So hopefully everybody be coming in here. I know I put 6 o'clock. Well, it is 6:01 now. What's up, Damon Stout in the house? What's up, my brother? Yeah, this is going to be a big fight. Let's go, Lorenzo, says Ice Cold Fox. Man, that is a hell of a fight in that main event. That heavyweight championship, Mike Richmond, the interim BKFC heavyweight champion, taking on the heavyweight champion, Lorenzo Hunt. After they raise UFC to 80, I literally don't have a cent to my name to buy the pay-per-view. I'm flat broke after paying rent and bills and weed. Oh, jeez. I hear you went, hey, Robert, check your text. I think I might have an idea for you, though. Let me know. Just keep that on the down low. All right, we got, starting this thing is a former UFC heavyweight, certainly not the most popular guy. I'm not a personal fan of him. I'm a great fan. I'm a big fan of watching him get beat up, hopefully knocked out, and that's the former NFL star, former UFC heavyweight fighter, former woman batterer, Greg Hardy. So I hope he gets in there today and he gets battered like he did those women. And PBR Street Gang. What is up, my man? Says, hey, a member for 29 months, top contender. Woo! That is the longest of anyone. That is when we started the premium membership, when we became eligible. And that's when PBR Street Gang signed up for it. And even before that, he was a member of the Patreon. Oftentimes a donator. Pretty much every stream. I shouldn't say oftentimes. I mean, he donates like just about every stream. Even the super thanks on those channels. For those that don't know, when you watch the shorts now, too, during the week, if you don't have money available or whatever, you know, and you still want to help out with the channel, there's a little super thanks button. And it's not just on the regular videos now, it's on the shorts. And you can hit that and you can donate as little as $1, as much as, I don't know if $50 is the max. I think it might be. I know you can donate at least up to $50 on those. Greg Hardy taking on Josh Watson tonight. Now, this is the co-main event. Diego Sanchez, the Nightmare. taking on Austin Trout, former professional boxer. I got to be honest, I don't like this fight for Diego. Austin Trout, he's a guy who's he's been in there with the likes of Canelo Alvarez, both of the Charlo brothers. I mean, he's a big time main dude, and it's. I wish him well tonight. I hope he wins. Let's just say that. I know a lot of people have been saying for a long time, they don't want to see Diego fighting. He doesn't want to hear that. You know what? He doesn't want to hear that. It's a free country. He's going to do it anyways. So I hope the best for him for health and wealth because he deserves it. He sure as hell gave all of us many entertaining moments. You might be a Diego Sanchez guy. You may not be. But I think if you're a fight fan, I would assume damn well that you respect him and appreciate, what he's done for us over the years. All right. Who's got Greg Hardy in this next one? Who's got the guy that's going to knock Greg Hardy out? Here in Southeast North Carolina, you used to be able to watch pay-per-view of Buffalo Wild Wings. After COVID, they close at 11. Fudge. Oh, that sucks, man. That sucks. Ice Cold Foxes, let's go PBR. Yes. Yes, PBR Street Gang is on it. Robert Kagan says, I got Hardy in this one. I mean, I lean towards him too. I don't know a whole lot about this other guy. Like I said, I'm not a big Greg Hardy fan. And it's only personal. It's only personal. Yeah, I don't know much about Josh Watson. I know I've heard the name before. Probably here on BKFC, I guess. Because I don't know what else he's done. But I'm just hoping he's able to take Greg Hardy out of here tonight. And that's just my personal vendetta. Kevin Croom fighting also tonight. Former MMA guy. I believe he was a Bellator guy. Taking on Chevy Bridges. Will Santiago, former boxer, taking on Noetta Cutter. That's a good one. But that main event, I said heavyweight, I was wrong. It's middleweight, 185 pounders for the main event. Mike Richmond, the interim champion, taking on Lorenzo Hunt, the undisputed champion. Oh, PBR. Oh. And PBR Street Gang with a big donation. Thank you, PBR Street Gang. Dropped me $5 in my Cash App. Thank you, sir. Cash App Seattle Mike. For those that don't know yet. If you don't know, now you know. Thank you, PBR, and we'll update the donation jar. First donation of the night. I know you guys are very supportive, so I'm sure it won't be the last. And I guess they're out of order. I think they're saying, I won't change it yet, but I think they're saying Chevy Bridges versus Kevin Croom is the next fight. I think they maybe moved the order of things. Tapology is usually right on, like on a UFC site or on a UFC event. I trust Tapology more than I do the UFC website because they're way more accurate. But BKFC, they've been known to make some last-minute changes in the order of their cards. So, yes, that is what we're getting now. We're getting Kevin Croom and Chevy Bridges. I don't see a weight class is not listed for this one, at least on the Tapology site. So we'll get a weight class here in a moment. Thanks again, PBR Street Gang. Appreciate you, man. What's up, Animals Luxury? Any boxing tomorrow? I don't know of any big boxing matches. I know there's a ton of different MMA matches on. The biggest thing we'll probably be covering is the UFC tomorrow. Pretty good UFC card. I really want to watch Brave FC. I think that one's coming out of Bahrain. It starts at 9 a.m. Pacific. Almost like we start it whenever I can. But I'll tell you guys, I have been in contact with Brave FC. I don't know how much you guys know about them. Brave FC is a promotion out of Belarus. They have a lot of really good fighters there, and they've gotten a lot more in the last year or so. Since the Ukraine-Russia conflict, a lot of the really good Russian fighters have not been able to get passports. They've not been able to go other places. So they're fighting over here at Brave FC. Their last card was on YouTube. I want to say there was 9 fights and there was 9 finishes. Just incredibly exciting cards. So the Brave FC, if you just go on YouTube, just type in Brave FC or Brave CF. I'm not sure why it's 2 different orders at different times. But go to their channel. I'm pretty sure you can watch the entire event free on YouTube. What's up, Frankie? It has started. This is the second fight here, bro. Kevin Croom and Chevy Bridges. Eric Dodson just got a first round knockout. Knocked his opponent down. His opponent Perez down 3 times in the first round. And we got Purple Hair Man here coming in. So many different colors of a hair that people have nowadays. And I know maybe I'm going to sound old hearing this, but you guys that are, maybe even a little younger than me or whatever, growing up in high school, do you guys remember all those shitty dye jobs where somebody would come in with like green hair or something? But I mean, it just looked like garbage. Just looked like trash. It has gotten a lot better. At least I won't be dyeing my hair purple anytime unless I lose a bet. But thanks, Sean O'Malley. All right, the first fight of the main card, KnuckleMania 3. The Super Bowl of bare knuckle fighting. All right, and this is the lightweight division. All right, out of the red corner, he is 1-0 in bare knuckle fighting. Kevin Croom. Like I said, I didn't check it. I know his name sounds familiar. I thought he fought for Bellator at one time. Maybe I'm wrong though. All right, and out of it, the hometown dude out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. That's what we're at tonight. Chevy Bridges. What's up, Adam? So what's up, folks? Best to all. Was just watching some old Mad Season live music videos. Those guys was awesome. All right, Andrew Glenn is the referee. Do you know the most watched videos on YouTube? I was a little surprised to find this out, I guess. But the most watched videos on YouTube are music videos. All right, good hooks to the body here from Croom on the inside, and then left hooks upstairs. Croom in the clinch. Landing big shots up next, middleweights, Moreno and Torres. Oh, big left hook and a right hand from Bridges, and Croom with a right hand. And, wow, we got some phone booth action here. Good straight right there from Croom. And we only got another generation of people that probably will know what a phone booth was. But good combination there from Bridges as Croom continues to work that right hand to the body. Oh, nice right hand there from Croom. Oh, big overhand right from Croom. Oh, the big left! Wow! And Bridges falls face first, and I think this is over. The referee's counting, but he's not getting up. This dude is not getting up. And there you go. There you have it. Wow, and he came all that way for that. All that way. But just a huge win here for Kevin Croom. Wow, an embarrassing Chevy Bridges in front of his hometown there. And when the only thing on MTV was music videos. Yep, that's when it was the best, man. I understand why they don't just have music videos on there now, because, you know, you can watch, I guess, music videos on YouTube all day if you want. I have my playlist when I'm doing paperwork for the business, and actually PBR, I went and found a 90s playlist. It's like this playlist, and it had like 200 music videos or something in it. But it's basically all the top music videos that I watched when I was in high school during the 90s. So, late 90s, by the way. Not that old, so. I'm old, but not that old. Nowadays, short little troll girls named Snooki on MTV. I think even that was a decade ago. I think that like the Jersey Shore thing, I think we're even out a decade from that, man. And 1 minute 11 seconds of round one, and wow, great sportsmanship there by Chevy Bridges, pointing to the winner Kevin Croom and then hoisting him up. Always good to see that sportsmanship. Yeah, no, I hear you, man. But yeah, I don't even have cable nowadays, so I couldn't tell you what the hell is on MTV. But what I will tell you, they're not a sponsor. I would have them as a sponsor. If you have the Paramount Plus, uh, I'm paying for it. I think it's like $5 a month. It's got all the old good MTV shows. It's got all the old Beavis and Butthead. Then they just came out with a new Beavis and Butthead. They had a season of it. It's just as good as the old, if not better. And all the old Ren and Stimpy. Like I watched those with the kids. And Celebrity Deathmatch with Mills Lane. They have the old Unplugged in New York, the great series that MTV used to do, which including what I think was the greatest live performance of all time. Of course, that was Nirvana, Unplugged in New York. Kurt Cobain, the only man to ever sing at his own funeral. If you've watched that video, that Unplugged, it definitely brings back mixed memories. But if you've seen that, you know what I mean by only man to ever perform at his own funeral. Do you believe Islam won? I thought he lost. What's up, Days Hip Hop? So, watching the fight live the first time through, I thought that Alex won. Alexander Volkanovski, I gave him rounds 2, I believe it was 3, rounds 2, 3, and 5. And then I gave Islam 1 and 4. I will tell you the easiest rounds to score were 1, 4, and 5. 2 and 3, maybe a little bit more up in the air. 2, I think, was the closest round. So most people, however you had round 2, I think that's who you had winning. I do want to go back and watch this. I've actually had a thought if I get the time. I don't know how many people are interested in doing this, but I was thinking about having a deep dive with you guys and would just sit there and go back, watch the fight. We'll go back and watch the fight and score it round by round, and just watching it for the point of scoring. So, like, my only commentary would be all the notes for scoring. All right, 175ers up next. That's what their middleweight division is. Joshua Moreno, Christian Torres. By the way, if anybody's looking for a bet tomorrow night, I really like Erin Blanchfield to defeat Jessica Andrade in the main event. I'm not saying Jessica can't get it done, but if you look at how Valentina Shevchenko dominated Jessica on the ground with her wrestling, I will tell you, Erin Blanchfield's wrestling is not worse than Valentina Shevchenko's. It is probably the best in that division. Even better than Shevchenko's. So yeah, Andrade is going to be better on the feet. She could catch her, but I really like Erin Blanchfield in that fight. She's a slight underdog too. Max Headroom on MTV back in the day was cool. Yep, I used to watch Headbangers Ball back in the day on MTV. Dude, that was like my favorite show in the world. And I remember waiting all week for that. And I think it was like at midnight, or it started like a few minutes to midnight. And yeah, we've seen so many great bands and stuff come on there. That's how I had it. Kurt saying the man who sold on Unplugged was total fire. Yeah, that performance was just absolutely insane. And I will tell you, that performance made me think differently about drugs. That's the performance that made me think differently about drugs. I've never tried heroin. I never will. I just won't. I'm not interested. But when I found out that he was, how high he was for that performance and the performance that he put on, I was like, wow, I did not know that someone could not only do that well, but possibly even be enhanced in something so skillful as that. So, yeah, that was a bit of an eye-opener for me. Headbanger's Ball was great. Yep, man who sold the world. Folk dished out more damage in a close fight. I am going to go back and rewatch it. I was listening to Weighing In podcast with Big John McCarthy and Josh the Pump Thompson. I think one of the best men on the planet at judging a fight. I have a tremendous amount of respect for him is Big John McCarthy. And he scored that fight 3 rounds to 2 for Islam. So that makes me want to go back and watch that fight again. I remember my feeling was I didn't have a big problem with 48-47. 49-46 I thought was pretty ridiculous because I thought there was a lot of clear rounds in there. But 48-47, no matter what guy it was, I was okay with it. It ended up being Islam. I was pretty surprised that it wasn't Volk. Simply because it was in Perth, Australia. And I'm not saying that, a guy should get the hometown decision. But when it's a close fight like that, he generally does. And not one of those judges had it for Volk. Jim Morrison was the best on heroin. Oh, Jim Morrison was out of control. What an amazing story. He's one of those guys that makes me just want to have a whole separate channel just to talk about music and musicians because that guy's life was so interesting. I still couldn't tell you what I think about him as a person. I love his music. He was definitely a deeply flawed person. But, yeah, an amazing story for sure. All right, out of the blue corner from Endicott, New York. Red corner. It's only 2 corners. Christian Torres. All classic rock came from opiates. Wow. I guess I could see that. I don't know, from things that I've heard and like pool too. There was guys back in the day that I guess were really good at pool that were on heroin. And out of the blue corner, Joshua Moreno. All right, guys, 5 rounds in the 175-pound division. 5 2-minute rounds. Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix, all the best did heavy drugs and died at 27. When we talk about the 27 Club, which, by the way, is one of the best podcasts I've ever listened to. If you look up the 27 Club, they do a great special on Jimmy Morrison, on Kurt Cobain, on Janis Joplin, and Jimi Hendrix, who all died at 27. All right, Torres in the red. Oh, a big right uppercut from Torres and a right hook there from Moreno. And they're in the clinch here. 30 seconds into the first round. Oh, good right hand, a good right uppercut from Moreno. Another one. Moreno really finding a home for that uppercut. And a big left uppercut and a right hook from Reyno. He did not come to play tonight. He came out guns blazing. Dan Mergliotta, the referee for this one, he's at a lot of these. Good straight left there from Moreno. Good straight right to the body there from Torres. Reyno's got a huge height advantage. I didn't see a reach advantage, but I can tell that Torres has pretty short arms. So I have a good idea Moreno probably has like a 4-inch reach advantage. Good straight right there from Torres. Oh, nice right hand to the body from Moreno. I like Moreno's delivery on those body shots. Excuse me. Good right hook there from Moreno. Still have the last little bit of this cold I had from last week hanging on. But, good left hand and an overhand right there from Torres. So a competitive first round. Nice right up. 3 more right uppercuts from Moreno. 10-9 Joshua Moreno after 1. I'm a creative dude. My best riding was after surgery on Percocet. Oh, really? Oh, was Freddie Mercury a part of the 27 Club, too? I don't know how old he was, but I know he did all that and more. I guess you would say all the Sex Pistols, Deborah from Blondie, yep. All were on the good. Damn. 27 Club is something else. That wanted me to go to rehab. Chick was 27 too. Oh, damn. Kurt Cobain and Amy. Oh, I forgot about Amy Winehouse. And speaking of, I know I need to go back and re-watch that. Or listen to the rest of them. I think I only listened to the Jimmy Morrison one, and it's incredible. Bon Scott died from alcohol or overdose? Can't remember. I think maybe both, man. But yeah, it was that was another hard one to lose. I remember. Oh man, big combination there from Torres. Big left hook from Moreno as he comes out of the corner swing. Oh, nice 1-2 from Moreno. He hurt Torres with that shot. Torres was definitely injured there. Dan Mergliotta, oh man, he's going to have a doctor come over and look at that nose. They might have to stop this. Wow, Christian Torres' nose looks like a volcano just exploded on his face. Oh, that's bad. All right, that's going to throw our fight clock off. But I'll count you guys down. 113. Oh, a big knockdown there from Moreno. 109, 108, 107, 106, 105 left in the first. I think Torres has had just about enough. Wow, he's got a bunch of blood coming out of that right eye, too. Oh, man, he's had enough. I don't think he actually said it, but he kept on wiping the eye. He looked so dejected. Dan Mergliotta's like, man, I'm not going to make you say it. This fight's over. Yeah, Christian Torres, he knew it was over, but he's a warrior. Big win there for Josh Moreno. Dude stopped. Could see out of eye. Told ref. Is that what happened? Thanks, Robert. I don't have the sound here, so I bought a new screen after that little mishap in my office, and I got a 32-inch screen, literally like an arm's length in front of me, so it's a huge screen. Doesn't have a headphone jack on the back, though. So I don't have my headphones hooked in like I did on the last TV I had there. Scott from SDP, Heroin, dude, Stone Temple Pilots were so good. I can't remember. They got a new lead singer, and he's really good. He sounds a lot like Scott Weiland, who has one of my favorite voices of all time. And we went to see them. Me and my kids went to see them in Auburn, which is just south of Seattle, the White River Amphitheater. And luckily, he was part of a big show. They have this festival. It's either 2 or 3 days, depending on the year. Some years it's 2 days. This last year when we went, it was 3. But one year they had Stone Temple Pilots. I was super excited. But this main singer, he's got the same problem that Scott had. He came out and he was either so drunk or so high or both that he only ended up singing 3, probably 4 songs at most. So I was pretty disappointed. They had a lot of great bands, and the festival, it's only like $40 a day. It might even be less than that, like if you're in the grass. So it is a good deal for a lot of bands, but I was still disappointed. Would have loved to have seen Scott Weiland back in the day. And I'm not usually a big Christmas music guy, but the reason I say that, if you guys look it up around Christmas, if you want to hear, this is my favorite Christmas album by far. It's Scott Weiland Christmas. And man, that guy, he has these like jazzy little beats, little takes on like Christmas songs. Those Christmas songs that you can't hear them one more time. You want to kill yourself. That's how bad you hate these songs. And he'll make you want to listen to them again. Dude from Alice in Chains was heroin too with, yeah, it was PBR. And Travis Sturchill with the super chat. $5 donation.
I gotta know what a $5 shake tastes like.
Thank you very much, sir. Getting us up to $10 on the night from a $5 donation earlier from PBR Street King, and now Travis Sturchill. Yeah, and I've seen Alice in Chains. I can't remember his name either, but the guy that took over for Staley, after Staley passed, of course. I can't think of his name, but he's really, really good. I mean, I don't want to compare him to Lance, really, but he's really, really good. And Jerry's still there. And, of course, he comes in some on the vocals. But, so I've seen him twice, and it was really good both times. Would have loved to seen the original, but we get what we get. And that's one. I know, sometimes things don't work when you replace a lead singer. Some people don't like covers, whatever it is. The Foo Fighters. I really wish that they would do some Nirvana songs. I wish they'd do a whole concert with Nirvana songs. But they won't. They will not do any Nirvana songs, and they've said that they will never do any Nirvana songs. For those that don't know, the Foo Fighters is Nirvana minus Kurt Cobain. It was the remaining members of Kurt Cobain, or remaining members of Nirvana, went on and formed Foo Fighters. And the old drummer, Dave Grohl, became the lead singer. They just lost somebody again this last year, though. Somebody died. I can't think of the name. But one of the original members, I believe, of Nirvana, who was now Foo Fighters. So they took a pretty long hiatus. They weren't sure if they were going to come back, but now they have. Robert says, Alex and Shane's song Spoon Man. It's about doing heroin. I think something about, I would not have put that together. All your friends are brown and red. Those are two shades you get heroin in. Plus you use a spoon to cook it. Hence the name Spoon Man. Oh, shit. But I thought Spoon Man was... Yeah, Spoon Man's Soundgarden, though. Yeah, well, and there's another one. There's another than one that we lost. You know, the lead singer of Soundgarden here in Seattle. I mean, we're apparently the heroin capital of the world here. It was Chris Cornell. He was the lead singer for Soundgarden. It had moved off to the side and formed another one of my favorite bands, Audioslave. They did 3 albums together. And Audioslave was all the old members of Rage Against the Machine, minus Zach De La Rocha, as he was off and you know, doing his solo career, and a lot of it I think was he just wanted to stay out of the public eye. But that was a great one. Yeah, R.I.P. Chris Cornell. What's up, Jesse Morgan? Sounds right, Soundgarden. Yeah, that makes me wonder about Black Hole Sun. I bet that's probably about a heroin too, then maybe. All right, Greg Hardy, notable opponents: Maurice Green, Alexander Volkov, and Tai Tuivasa. Then he fought Hasim Rahman Jr. in pro boxing. I believe he won that fight. Because he was way, way bigger than Hasim Rahman Jr. And apologies to the Rahman family. Greg, BKFC should fix that. They spelled his name wrong. Spelled his last name wrong there. They spelled it Rahman, R-A-C-H-M-A-N. It's R-A-H-M-A-N. But it is what it is. Stone Temple Pilots lead singer also had a heroin addiction. Yep. Yeah, Scott Weiland. That's what we were talking about a moment ago. And Lane Staley from Alice in Chains. Yeah, just... man, there's been a lot of them that have been lost over the years. I believe Mark Lanigan of Screaming Trees. I think he was a heroin overdose. Now, another Seattle band, not as popular, of course, as all these other ones, but no matter what happened to a lot of those guys, man, we did not realize how fortunate. We knew something good was going on in Seattle with the grunge scene, but man, we didn't know what legendary times we were living in when you had the early 90s come out popping. You got Soundgarden, Nirvana, Alice in Chains, Pearl Jam, Screaming Trees, Angry Chair, and some other ones I'm sure I'm missing in there. But man, what a magical moment in music history. Hole. Some by Godsmack. Voodoo is also about heroin addiction. Yeah, I was a big Godsmack fan too. It makes me wonder, is that growl, that sound, and that bellow in music that I enjoy the most? Is that just the heroin bellow? All right, I believe they're saying Greg Hardy's up next. Yep, that's what's up next. Greg Hardy and Josh Watson. Go Josh Watson. Oh, no. Well, nope, this is the next fight. I don't know. They keep talking about fights that aren't happening yet. Gaston Tonga Reyno, excuse me. 155ers up next. Versus Daniel Van Sickle. I'm just going to go with Daniel Sickle. That's a badass last name, though, Sickle. Reyno is a huge favorite, though, minus 900. So, with those kind of odds, this fight may not last a whole long time. Frank says, music sucked after about 98. It's been awful ever since. Yeah, there has been few bright spots since 98. I got to agree with you, man. I think Godsmack did a little bit late 90s. Yeah. It's hard to think of a lot of bright spots in rock music after that time. There's been some bands that well, Disturbed. I really like Disturbed. They're really good. I think they were after 98. But yeah, we're spoiled in the 90s. Do you like the dude from Tool's other band? Pucifer. Pretty cool. Oh, yeah. No, I like Tool. Tool's good. And yeah, I have heard some Pucifer. All right. Gaston Reyno. A huge social media fan. A huge social media presence in Spanish, though, on Spanish Twitter, is Gaston Reyno. And here comes Gaston Tonga Reyno down to the ring. Maynard James Keenan, yes, very, very good. Very good lead singer there for Tool. Yeah, he's a badass dude. Yeah, I'm trying to think some of these guys who was really good after the 90s. Rollins Band with James Rollin, I think they might have went into the late 90s, early 2000s. I liked some of Metallica stuff afterwards. I don't know about Fugazi. I don't know if they're from Seattle or not. I honestly can't think of who that is. Maybe I've heard him and I'm just drawing a blank right now. But yeah, that was, like I said, that was a crazy time, and I feel fortunate to be, growing up. I was a freshman in high school in 1994. So right through middle school and the beginning of high school is basically the prime of music. What's up, PR? It is on just on the BKFC app. KnuckleMania 3. So when I tried to buy it on my phone, it says $7.99 a month. Because I had to renew it, because I guess I'd had an old card or something. I hadn't renewed it. And but when I went to go buy it on my Roku, it was still $4.99 a month. So I don't know. One of those two prices you're going to have to pay. But it's BKFC app. Henry Rollins and Black Flag was the bomb. Yeah, I just remember watching MTV, watching Henry Rollins come out screaming, "'Cause I'm a liar." Yeah. All right, from Virginia Beach, Virginia, Daniel Van Sickle. And like I said, this fight could be over very quickly. Because out of the blue corner, this guy is very popular out of Montevideo of Uruguay. Gaston Tonga Reyno. And this guy, he is a Latin American star. Or just a Latin star, I should say. David Rios is the referee for this one. And here we go. Oh, good right hook there from Reyno early. Oh, nice right hand and a left behind it for Sickle. Sickle, a plus 600 underdog tonight. Little push in there from Sickle. The referee giving Sickle a warning. That was a quick warning there. Oh, nice left hand and a right behind it for Sickle. Looking to pull off a big upset. Good right hand there from Reyno. Reyno already with a cut above his left eye, though, there in the hairline. Van Sickle with blood coming out of his right eye already. That's one of the big issues with bare knuckle is if it's an issue for you, is you get a lot of blood, a lot of cuts. Oh, big left hook there from Sickle. Nice 1-2 from Reyno. Good right hook from Sickle. Oh, beautiful left hook right on the temple from Reyno. Reyno just has such beautiful striking. Oh, big 1-2 and an uppercut, but a good right hand there from Sickle. Sickle expected to lose quickly. That's kind of why they brought him in there, I think, but nobody told him. Oh, a huge right hand from Reyno, and that floors Van Sickle. Oh, that right eye is bad. There is so much blood coming out of it. And a little over 30 seconds left here in round one. Looks like referee's calling a timeout. He wants the doctor to look at that eye. Oh, man, that is really, really bad. Yeah, and it was bleeding into the eye. That's going to be stopped right there with that cut. Wow. And what a shot. Oh, he is definitely leaking, Robert. Black flag. Oh, a perfect circle. Yeah, that's another good one. Back to 80s Punk with black flag. Yep. Yes, he is definitely leaking. Descendants. Speaking of Punk, this is a band I enjoyed during the 90s, but I want to see if any of you guys have heard of it. You probably haven't heard of them. They were really well known in New York. I happened to just come upon one of their CDs. They were called the Dictators. They had the lead singer, whose last name was Manitoba. His name was Dick Manitoba. They had one solo album called Manitoba's Wild Kingdom. When they broke up from the Dictators, then they came back and they went back and became the Dictators again. But that Manitoba's Wild Kingdom, that album, that's my favorite punk album of all time. Way I found it back in the day, an old store called a Grocery Outlet, which are still around. It used to really be a bargain bin back then, though. Me and my friend Sergio Torres, we used to go and buy CDs there, and we would buy them based on if they had a cool cover or not. And we found some pretty cool ones, but they were 50 cents back in the day, and that's why I got Manitoba's Wild Kingdom. Might have actually been a cassette tape now that I think about it. Been many of Rollins' motivational speeches. He is a way cool dude. He seems like a really cool dude. I was just kiss the clown. I hate typing on my phone. Yeah, I hear you, man. It takes some getting used to. I've gotten used to it because I type on it a lot now. But yeah, I still prefer the keyboard. Yeah, I don't know how many of you were familiar before this with Gaston Reyno, but yeah, he is a Latin legend. This guy is he's really good. Punk band Pennywise, their version of Stand By Me is the best version ever. Nice, I like it. Next week, Arnold Adams versus Alan Belcher. That's a championship bout, main event. So Alan Belcher looking to bring home a BKFC belt. Former UFC fighter. And there's Dave Feldman, president of Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, just said for this event, they just sold more tickets in Albuquerque, New Mexico than any combat sports contest ever, and that's including the UFC, who's been there. I've heard of this band, Pennywise. I've heard of them. I have not listened to them. But PR says Master Race Rock was the Dictator's best song. Dude, you're going deep. You know the Dictators, PBR Street Gang? I knew you were badass. Who else beside me likes Bad Religion? They had some good hits. Bad Religion had some good hits. I see him there. Adam from Allen also likes Bad Religion. Yeah, no, they're good. All right, you see March 24th, the Bantamweight Championship and the Women's Strawweight Championship on the line. And Britton Hart, I remember watching her first fight in BKFC and later went on and beat Paige Van Zandt, but she's a champion now.
Now let's talk about, you've been talking about it to the media a little bit. Denver, Colorado.
Because I remember she lost her first fight in BKFC, Britton Hart did. But it's very entertaining. So good to see she's got the championship belt now. I haven't been watching as many BKFCs because it just doesn't work out as well on Friday nights. Whoa, look at this. April 29th. Mike Perry, Christine Ferreira, Ben Rothwell, and Chad Mendes. Oh my God, Chad Mendes looks like the fucking Hulk. If you guys are watching this, Chad Mendes, he looks like he jacked a steroid truck. I mean, he is so ripped. For things I know much of, music, MMA, whiskey, and how to grow weed. I mean, I think that's pretty much all you need to know in life, PBR. I think you're set. And you got to know how to make money. So... But
MMA fighters, they are certainly the baddest individuals on the planet that fight for us, and we treat them very, very well.
So seeing David Feldman talking about all the MMA fighters and how well they do in BKFC, they definitely do very well. I do have to say I'm a little worried about Diego Sanchez tonight taking on Austin Trout. Austin Trout's an absolute stud from the boxing world. Anthrax had had some good hits. I wasn't as big of Anthrax fan. Maybe I could have listened to more of them. I did like some Motley Crue too, around the same era. There's Greg Hardy in the back. I can go deep into the ska rabbit hole as well with bands like Madness, Voodoo Glow Skulls, Operation Ivy. Oh, Rancid. I had a Rancid CD back in the day, man. Yep, Mighty Mighty Boss Tones too. And many more. Yeah, I had a couple of Rancid CDs. And my younger brother, he was into Rancid and Papa Roach. I remember when that was his favorite bands there for a while. Papa Roach is touring. They're coming here. They're coming in the city right next to me, just like 10 miles away. I can't remember who they're touring with, but a couple other big punk bands. I probably won't end up going to that one. There's a lot of good music acts. Suicidal tendencies had a run to Adam from Allen. I will never be able to think of suicidal tendencies without thinking of that song, that music video on MTV. When he would go, and all I wanted was a Pepsi, and you wouldn't give it to me, and then he just goes screaming. And we would laugh about that all the time, and because I think the guy, when they're talking about the song, I think the guy's supposed to like be on drugs, and is talking about it. And my best friend at that time was coincidentally he was on drugs. I never did them with him, but he's actually addicted to cocaine in high school, and he had watched that, and I just remember him coming and screaming at his parents though. There was no Pepsi. He says, all I wanted was a Pepsi and you wouldn't give it to me. And then he just starts screaming and running through the house. And so for so long, every time we'd see him, we go, all I wanted was a Pepsi and you wouldn't give it to me. So it was a big Megadeth. Not so much Anthrax. Not so sure why. Oh yeah, I'm a huge Megadeth fan, man. I got to see them. It was about a year ago, too. We got to see Megadeth. They were playing with Lamb of God and some other big rock bands. Got to see Slayer, too. I'm not the huge Slayer fan, but I was glad that I got to see them with the kids on their last tour. I think it was like might have been like their second to last concert ever, I want to say. Unless they decided to walk back their retirement, which a lot of bands do, I'm not sure. But cocaine, hell of a drug. Yes, yes. Yeah, and I don't want to encourage any of that behavior on here, but I used to be on Ritalin for my ADHD, like every day. Like at one time 54 milligrams and then 30. But anyways, it's the ADHD. A lot of people call it like the smart drug, the study drug, whatever. Man, it was great. It was so great. It is not. I mean, it has bad side effects if you take it for too long and things. But I was listening to Brendan Schaub on the last time that he did Joe Rogan. And he was talking about how great it was. And somebody else was there. It might have been Brian Callum, but somebody else that had done cocaine before. And they did Ritalin, and they're like, it's better than cocaine. And I'm like, oh, wow, no wonder I felt so good on that. You feel good on it until you don't. But yeah, I had no idea I was taking anything bad. I was like, the doctor's like, yeah, you can't focus for shit. Take this. Okay. Charlie Murphy probably had a story about it. Oh, I'm sure he did. R.I.P. Charlie Murphy. Now it's about a kid that's having mental problems and his parents want to commit him. That sounds right, Frankie Truzzo. It's been so long since I've seen that. Travis Barker's first band was a ska/punk band called the Aquabats before he was in Blink-182. Nice. Fun fact, I met him back then when he played at my mom's nightclub. Oh, that's awesome. If I had a penny for every time I heard Peace Sells, I would be a very rich man. Oh, yeah, that's a great song. I remember when Symphony of Destruction came out, and I was in either 7th or 8th grade. So I want to say that was 1989. And that was the first time I'd ever heard Megadeth, actually. There was no music growing up in my house except for country music. That's the only thing I ever heard. It's the only thing my parents ever listened to. So I grew up with a lot of like and older music too, like the Oak Ridge Boys and Waylon Jennings and you know, some of the Johnny Cash and all those guys. But, you know, I enjoyed it. I wish my parents had been into a little bit of rock, but they never will be. Brendan Schaub's latest food truck diaries on this Thick Boy YouTube channel was with Gordon King Ryan. I seen the Adderall. Thank you, Frankie Treso. It's It's actually Adderall. I don't know why I said Ritalin, because it's a similar drug, but it's Adderall. Dude, I've never done cocaine, but I believe it. Adderall was freaking magic until it's not. Gordon's interviews never disappoint me. Yeah, no, Gordon Ryan, he just became the first guy ever to sign a 7-figure-a-year deal with jiu-jitsu. So he's definitely doing a lot for the sport of jiu-jitsu. I can't wait to see him get to compete again. I seen you posted that on the Fights with Friends Facebook page, Robert, but I just haven't got a chance to listen to it yet. Does he do an audio version of the Food Truck Drivers? I know they have. I know The Fighter and the Kid is a podcast, but I listen to a lot of audio, so I might check it out if it's on audio. Only on Fights with Friends, we talk about music and drugs for an hour. During a fight companion, right? All right, and out of the red corner representing Fort Walton Beach, Florida, Noah Cutter. He's in the right sport. If he's a cutter, he's in the right sport. R.I.P. Will Santiago. They go hand in hand. Oh, music and drugs? Yeah, for sure. And I believe music is a drug. All right, in the hometown homie out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, in the blue corner, William Santiago. Sometimes, we talk fights as well sometimes. And we talk about whatever the hell we want. Kerry Hatley is the referee for this one. Wow, there is a big height discrepancy in these dudes. Wow, Santiago looks like he's 3-4 inches shorter, easy. Oh, big right hand there from Cutter. And another. Oh, nice overhand right and a left hook from Santiago. Cutter with the big combination, though. Nice right uppercut there from Cutter. Oh, what an overhand right from Santiago. And this is a competitive match so far. Another big right from Santiago. And he just winds up that right hand. Nothing behind it either. Big left hook there from Santiago. Who the hell you think picked out Santiago's shoes there? You think his 8-year-old, he let his 8-year-old daughter pick out his shoes for him? Good jab there from Cutter. If you can't see them, they're like neon pink and green with some white there. It's like straight out of the, speaking of the 90s, those are definitely straight out of the 90s. Good left hand there from Cutter. And Santiago holding his own, but man, he looks like a midget compared to Cutter here. Good left hook there from Santiago. Oh, beautiful left hook from Santiago. And a nice right hand from Cutter. But Santiago, he uses his leverage. You see how he dips with his body there? And when you're that short, you got to generate, some momentum in your pivot. Wild right uppercut attempt there from Santiago, but all right, I got to give Noah Cutter that first round. That was pretty competitive, though. 10-9 Noah Cutter. None of these fights have even come close to going the distance, though. We haven't even seen a third round tonight. Have we seen a second round? I think we've seen a second round in one fight. Brown Bomber, what a nickname. Going with Santiago on this one, says PBR. Robert 2. All right. He's breathing hard after 2 minutes. But they go. They don't rest at all. I know it's 2-minute rounds, and you think, oh, the whole fight's only 10 minutes. But, man, they are right up next to each other. And they are just go, go, go. You see the replay. Wow, what a big right hand there from Santiago. He might have won that first round. I don't know. It's pretty close. And Robert says he went with Santiago. Cutter, left eye is leaking. Oh, yeah, the doctors are going to come look at it. Wow, a lot of issues with cuts on the eyes and around the eyes tonight. Already one fight stopped from the eye cut. Oh, and it looks like they are stopping this fight. Noah Cutter, he's got that cut from the eye. You can see it, but his lip split open as well. I wonder if that right hand on the chin broke his jaw. I wonder if that's what they're worried about. Yeah, it's a pretty bad split on the lip there. Oh, wow. I was going to say, I was really surprised they were stopping it. Now that they really zoom in on that lip, man, it is really bad. Yeah, he looks like somebody cut him with a machete. Man, what a right hand right down the pipe. You know, I'm sure they do, but I sure to hell hope that these commissions make sure that these guys' fingernails and stuff, being bare knuckles, are cut and trimmed and not sharp. Because, man, that could be a hell of a weapon. Another doctor stopped and said, yeah, that's what I was thinking at first, Robert. I was thinking, oh, that's not that bad. And then and the lip doesn't even look that bad until they zoomed in on it, and you can see how deep it is. It's a really deep gash. Holy split lip. Yep. All right. Winner by TKO. End of round 1. Will Santiago. So we still have no fights submitted to the third round. I'm trying to remember. Have we seen a second round tonight? I think we did, because I said 10-9 on another fight too. So we have seen the second round. Maybe a time or two. But it's been mostly first round finishes tonight, and the ones that weren't were second round finishes. Gives us plenty of time in between fights to talk about drugs and rock and roll. Well, or just music. I can't get anybody to go with me. I wish some of my friends in here with me here. It's like a 90s, early 2000 rap fest. They have Bones Thugs and Harmony, Ice Cube, and the one I want to see the most is Exhibit. And they're coming to the show where in Seattle in 2 weeks. I just seen it advertised. A little over 2 weeks. March 4th. Maybe that's 3 weeks. But I'd love to see that one. Santiago gave him an instant clep lip. Hell yeah, he did. And there is Diego Sanchez. Showing a video of him training. And man, I really hope Diego does well tonight.
Standing by with the legend, Albuquerque's own Diego Nightmare Sanchez.
All right, the Nightmare. He'll be in the co-main event tonight. Man, he has given us a ton of memories over the years. From the Ultimate Fighter 1, when we seen him burst on the scene, winning the Ultimate Fighter at 185 in that final against Kenny Florian.
Home destiny, man. This fight was put together by God and my destiny, and I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Burke.
You know, I really think you talk about the fighters that they say were made for this sport. Guys like a Mike Perry who's in the audience right now. They talk about guys that are made for this.
And Diego's definitely got a crazy style.
We're made for a sport like bare knuckle fighting. What do you say to that?
Well, you know what, man? I'm not trying to get too cocky right here. I got a surprise for the fans and the world. I'm coming with something really special tonight, and I'm going to leave it all in there. That's all I got to say.
Diego's really got his work cut out for him tonight, though, facing Austin Trout. I mean, this is a guy who's been in the ring with both Charlo brothers. He's been in there with Canelo Alvarez. I mean, wow. It's a tough matchup for Diego Sanchez tonight. We got the ladies next. Jamie Henshaw versus Carissa Segala. 115 pounders. And those of you that haven't watched as much bare knuckle, or maybe it's your first bare knuckle, the ladies bring it just as well as the men in this. And yeah, you can have your issues of bare knuckle. There's a lot of blood. There's a lot of cuts and stuff. You can't say it's not entertaining, though. It is highly entertaining. Anyone else think Gone might snap one of Jones' skinny legs with one of his clubbing leg kicks? That could happen. Have we seen on heavyweight Jones? Has those legs got any bigger? I'm not sure the calves can. I guess, so like your calf size is kind of predetermined. Like some people that just like they have skinny calves, like they don't put on much calf muscle. I can't remember what doctor I heard talking about this, but I think I heard him talking about it on Rogan. And yeah, I guess some guys are pretty much always going to have skinny calves. Sucks for them. Les Claypool and the Flying Frog Brigade, his new band, is coming to Boston in June. Primus is also a favorite band of mine. Oh, Primus is awesome. We went, me and young David went to Maymore Park. That's in Redmond, which is, it's about 30 miles north of Seattle. Where, you might have heard of it because headquarters for Microsoft and Nintendo are there. But yeah, we seen Primus, but they played a bunch of Primus stuff, but they also played, I believe it's called Farewell to Kings, the Rush album. They played that entire album as a tribute to Rush because they're big Rush fans. But yeah, Primus was really good. Big calves, big girls, says Adam. Yep. All right, and there is Jamie Henshaw. The Atom Bomb, Jamie Henshaw. From my experience, Jones' legs are huge now. His thighs are like a Clydesdale horse. I feel sorry for Gone getting kicked by those tree trunks. Yeah, I figured he had to put some weight on the legs too. But the calves are going to be what gets kicked. So if he still has those skinny calves and Gone gets a hold of them, that could be a problem. But if it's been a long time since Jones has fought. If we get the old John Jones, though, especially with the wrestling, yeah, I think Cyril Gahn could be in a lot of trouble. That's a really interesting fight, though. Winona's Big Brown Beaver, best song ever. Oh, that's a great song. Yeah. If you haven't listened to it, if you have like Spotify or Apple Music or whatever, it's probably on YouTube. I just realized, like I think it's about a year ago or so, that Primus did an entire album based on Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Willy Wonka's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the first one. So they do their rendition of like a bunch of songs and things from the movie. That's one of my favorite movies. Definitely my favorite kids movie, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Yeah, it's a pretty interesting album. Great PBR, that, and Jerry was a race car driver. Yeah, that's a good one. What about My Name is Mud, though? That's got to be the best, right? So I cracked him upside the cranium with that aluminum baseball bat. My name is Mud. All right, to the red corner, Charissa Segala. I have a feeling Charissa has some stories to tell. She looks like she's been around the block a time or two. And I don't mean that in a disparaging way, so don't get too creative with that. And out of the blue corner, representing Albuquerque, New Mexico, Jamie Atomic Bomb Henshaw. So they've had a lot of Albuquerque fighters, but a lot of them have been the underdogs tonight, and they have not, a lot of them haven't fared real well. David Rios, the referee here again. I'm not sure how I feel about this guy. But here we go. Oh, nice left hook there from Henshaw. Oh, and a good 1-2 from Henshaw. Right hand to the body from Segala. She eats another right hand on the chin. Oh, good left there from Henshaw. And another. Oh, what a huge right hook from Henshaw. That rocked Segala. And another. Oh, and that one floors her. Wow, living up to that nickname, the Atomic Bomb. And Segala tries to get up and falls right back down. I think she's asking the referee for help back up. It is all over. Jamie A-Bomb Henshaw doing work in the first round, getting it done in under a minute. Well, Charissa Segala, she went around the block one more time tonight, and she might be staying off the block for a minute after that. Oh, she is hurting. Oh, she might have hurt her leg there, too, I think she's saying. Let's get a little bit of volume. As long as you don't play any music, I think we're good with the volume for a minute. Rancho Cucamonga was 2 towns over from where I went to high school. That is also the Inland Empire. Oh, she hurt her ankle. Yeah, I was thinking that, Robert. She does have some, especially for a 115-pounder. Didn't do her any good tonight, though. The A-Bomb, Jamie Henshaw, hit her so hard she broke her ankle. Couldn't stand on it. Never I see an ankle injury like that. I think of, I'm sure you'll probably remember this one, Robert, a few of the other ones. When Mike Tyson was fighting Clifford Etienne, and he hits him with this right hand so hard that like his leg buckles back and over. I'm sure he broke his ankle. Hopefully didn't tear ligaments in the knee. But I think he probably did, because I never seen Clifford Etienne fight after that. Oh shit, she put it back in place. They showed it in slow motion. Oh damn. That is, yeah, let's not be putting, if your corners and stuff and your peel, don't be putting things back in place. After we've seen what happened to Yuri Prohaska, we lost him for over a year from his corner trying to put that dislocated shoulder back in place. Wow, just a huge right hand, and the way that ankle bent, it did kind of look like Clifford Etienne. Oh, you could read her lips there. She said, "Oh, fuck." Oh, all right, big one there. I am going to take a quick break, guys. I'm going to put on the 5-minute timer. I don't think it'll be that long, though. I'm just going to go use the restroom and refill my water. We'll put it on the 5-minute break. Next fight coming up soon. Mike Perry in the broadcast booth. Well, he's fighting on April 29th. And we back. Mike Perry, Chad Mendez, Ben Rothwell, and Christine Ferreira all fighting on that April 29th card. And Mike Perry in the booth.
But this is still part boxing, so, I'm rooting for him. He's up against a tough opponent, an ex-WBA champion. And, the Greg Hardy...
Yeah, Diego's got a tough fight tonight against Austin Trout. I'm still really surprised, actually, that they made that fight. Yep, Mike Perry. Love me some Mike Perry. Let's go PMP. Yep, Platinum Mike Perry.
Since I was a kid, me and my team who I train with, we have been saying, next one's the best one. And this stuff is blowing up every time. It's getting better. You saw my hair in the last picture was the SSG. And next time it's going to...
Talk about a guy that was built for this sport, though. I think they built this sport for him. Platinum Mike Perry, that was his style. When you watch him in MMA, if bare knuckle had been bigger, like when he first started, we would have immediately said, dude, this guy belongs in bare knuckle boxing. He was built for this. He beat Michael Venom fucking Page in a striking match. Holy heavyweight. Greg Hardy coming in at 295 pounds. Josh Watson at 282. Wow. That is wild. Hardy a minus 750 favorite tonight. I don't know much about Josh Watson, but damn, that is quite a favorite. He has been in the bare knuckle arena before. Looks like August of last year. Oh, and looky here. Billy Hughes coming in with the $20 super chat. The Time Bender. What's up, my man? Thank you very much. Getting us up to $30 on the night. Says, love the name, KnuckleMania. Yes, I did. Thank you, Billy. Yeah, she doesn't like the beard so much. As his next fight, it says he can't tell us who he is fighting yet. Oh, yeah, Mike Perry on the April 29th card. Which, man, that gets me excited that he can't say who he's fighting next. I think I know who he's fighting. It's bare knuckle boxing. Mike Perry versus Francis Ngannou, guys. No. Apparently, no 265-pound limit here. Both these guys would have had to cut. Josh Watson, 282 pounds. Greg Hardy, 295 pounds tonight. There might be a 300-pound limit. I wonder. I don't know. But wow, these are some big guys. And Josh Watson is a huge dude. I'm not so sure that Josh Watson doesn't have a good chance tonight. I'm not sure. He's a veteran of the bare knuckle arena. He's 282 pounds. Big underdog, 6-1 underdog tonight. Just got back from seeing the new Ant-Man Marvel movie. It was a pretty good movie. Yeah, I've been meaning to watch that. I'm gonna have to go watch it. I heard somebody was telling me I need to watch the Loki series. I'm not sure what's out. It might be on Netflix, but to watch the Loki series first. So, all right, Greg Hardy coming off a 2-0 record in professional boxing after leaving the UFC. Of course, before that, professional linebacker, professional NFL star. And but infamous woman beater. That's why I am not a fan, and I will be rooting for Mr. Josh Watson tonight. Josh looks like he's done some time and ran with the Aryan Brotherhood. Oh, geez, I didn't recognize those kinds of tattoos. And Josh got this now that I've seen the guy. He is a bad boy. Yeah, I'd be tempted. If I had bets online, I'd be tempted to throw a few bucks. I think I would throw a few bucks down on Josh Watson. Those are some wide odds. And two wide men here. Almost 600 pounds in the ring. 6 feet, 282 pounds. Out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Josh Watson. I see he's got a lot of crazy looking tattoos. Robert, I didn't necessarily see anything racist, but I guess I don't know what to look for. All right, and out of the blue corner, representing Delray Beach, Florida, a former NFL star, former UFC fighter, 2-0 as a professional boxer, 2-0 as a woman beater, Greg P.O.S. Hardy. Sorry, guys, I really don't like Greg Hardy. I believe he's known as the Prince of Darkness, though. Dan Mergliotta, the referee for this one. I was thinking that Josh Watson reminded me of Bam Bam Bigelow. Oh, here we go. Oh, a big left and a right from Watson. Another one, too. Josh Watson on the attack. Good jab from Greg Hardy. Good straight right there from Watson. Another good jab from Hardy. I have a feeling that Watson's style may be more BKFC friendly, but that was a good right hand from Hardy. Hardy, of course, an incredible athlete. No matter what you think about him, and I think he's a piece of shit, he's an incredible athlete. Oh, good right hand, a right uppercut from Hardy, right hook and a left hand. And he's attacking the eyes of Watson early. That right eye already swollen up of Josh Watson. Watson's got a overhand right bomb if he can land it, though. Good left hand there from Hardy. Throwing that jab out there early. Oh, nice straight right. That is not a knockdown. That's a slip there. Watson slipping and Mergliotta threw something out of the ring. I don't know what the hell that was there. I think Watson might have slipped on him, though. Good straight right there from Hardy. Maybe Hardy's just like throwing stuff down on the ground like banana peels and shit. It's like Mario Kart fighting. Good 1-2 there from Hardy and a good left. And, oh, that is a big gash already on the forehead of Watson. But he lands a big left hook. Oh, counter right there from Hardy. Watson's got to be really careful, though, with these wild swings, leaving himself open because Hardy is a more technical striker. Good jab there from Hardy. And another good... Oh, a huge left hook from Watson. That's a knockdown because the ropes held him up. Josh Watson knocking down Greg Hardy here in the first round. And remember, Greg's had issues with cardio over the days, and he's got a busted open lip, too. And that's going to be the end of the first round. But 10-8, Josh Watson with the big knockdown and the 6-1 underdog sending a message to Greg Hardy in the first round. 207 tattooed across the belly, gave it away to me in the riding cross. Yeah, I don't know what any of that shit means. I guess that's a good thing I don't know. All right, we'll go into the corner of Hardy here. Oh, he's got that left eyelid. It's just split wide open there of Hardy. Oh, there's a lot of blood coming. Oh, my God. Oh, they're going to have to stop this, I think. Josh Watson looks like he got hit with an axe above his left. And they're going to keep it going. Oh, my goodness. What a tough son of a bitch. Josh Watson looks like he literally got hit with an huge shot from Watson. And he floors Hardy, and Hardy might not get up from this one. Greg Hardy is hurting. He's rumbling. He's fumbling. He's stumbling. And Dan Mergliata has stopped it. It is all over. Josh Watson pulls off the 6-1 upset over the piece of shit, Greg Hardy. Oh my, there is so much blood squirting into that eye right now. I can't believe that the doctors let him continue to a second round. But man, he got it done. What a performance from Josh Watson. Wow. What's going on, Dude Lebowski? Yes, it was, man. Hope you're enjoying these fights tonight, Lebowski. Hardy is out. Can't beat the 10 count. Oh, man. Yeah, he got hit hard. That left hand. His head bounced off the canvas, too. Oh, it's a left. See, it was a left, and then he hit him with another right as he was going down. Man, Joshua Watson got the knockdown for the 10-8 in the first round, and then comes back and knocks out Greg Hardy in the second round. Wow, that was exciting. I'm going to assume we're going to get some bad sportsmanship here from Greg Hardy. Oh, it does clap a little bit. 19 seconds of round 2. And Greg Hardy does shake the hand, but wow. A wild knockout. Yes, thank God they didn't stop it. I can't believe they didn't stop it, though. Man, for anybody that didn't see that cut, man, that was insane. Oh, did you see that after Greg Hardy fell down? It looked like he's trying to kick Watson in the groin, too. What a miserable human being Greg Hardy is. You guys know I usually try not to be biased like that, but that guy is just a royal piece of shit. All right, still to come, the middleweight championship, Lorenzo Hunt the middleweight champion, against the interim middleweight champion, Mike Richmond. I believe up next we're going to get Dodson, who I mentioned before. Man, he was built for this. I really think Dodson, I think he was the hardest punching flyweight, in UFC history. And I think he's going to do very well in bare knuckle. Just too bad it wasn't around when he was younger, because I think this is probably where he belonged. Tattoo on his back is a demonic creature with devil horns holding a severed head. Dude is no joke. Yeah, that is an intense dude. That's for sure. All right, and there he is, Mike Richmond. He'll be in the main event, but they're interviewing him, showing some of the highlights of his fights. And he's got the old school villain mustache. Gotta like that.
All the talk is over. We're gonna get in there. We're gonna settle some business here soon. You know, you've said this a number of times. We're a couple of grown men. They're gonna get inside of that squared circle and throw down. That being said, what about you makes you more fit for this fight? What about you is gonna take you to victory? Because I'm a motherfucking monster. Enough said. Mike Richmond, you'll see him in the main event tonight for the undisputed light heavyweight championship.
All right. No lack of confidence there for Mike Richmond, but he'll be taking on Lorenzo Hunt, who's an absolute stud. But coming up now, John Dodson and Jared Grant. John Dodson, a minus 550 favorite tonight. Jared Grant, a plus 380 underdog. I don't know a lot about Jared Grant. Okay, so he has fought in BKFC before. I believe this is John Dodson's debut in BKFC. Does anybody know? Has he fought in BKFC before? I don't think he has. Oh, yeah, I did. They're showing highlights of it. Okay. I guess I missed it then. Looks like that guy from Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Right? All right, here we go. Jared Grant, the first one to come down to the cage. I gotta be careful about the music. I've been having a lot of old videos being pulled up for copyright, so I gotta make sure the volume's down on the music. It doesn't really do anything to a live stream when they get it later, because you're not really going to make more than a few cents after the live stream, because it's not really something a lot of people watch afterwards. Is Chad Mendez going to fight in BKFC again? Yeah, April 29th. Thought he looked good in his first fight there. Yeah, he did. Him and Mike Perry are both on the April 29th card. Along with somebody else big. We're just talking about it. Now I can't think of who it was. But yeah, Chad Mendez looks jacked. I mean, he looks like he robbed a steroid truck. I'm not saying he's on steroids, but I'm not saying he's not. Yes, Robert. All right, and here he comes. John Dodson, man, and this little guy throws bombs for a 125-pounder. Yeah, he's only 125 pounds, but he's only 5'3". So, and I think that might be an advantage when you're at this weight because you're just stocky. You can put on a lot more muscle. And by tonight, he probably weighs 140. Which, of course, is still not a big man, even at 5'3", for, 140, 135, 140. But all muscle. And he's got a lot of power. Dodson getting the Vaseline put on. He's ready to go. The Vaseline doesn't seem to help a whole lot with cuts here in BKFC, though. There have been a lot of bad cuts tonight. Rewatch one of his title fights, beat Jose Aldo. And he looks so good. What could have been if he could have beat Aldo or McGregor? Yeah, Chad Money Mendez. I mean, yeah, he was a really good fighter. I thought he was going to take out McGregor when he fought Conor. I thought he had a real good shot, and then it kind of seemed like Aldo just had his number. I think they fought 3 times, didn't they? I know they fought at least twice. I think they might have fought 3 times, though.
Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight he wears black and gold. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall. His official weight.
All right, out of the red corner, 125 pounds, representing Broward County, Florida, a bare knuckle veteran, Jared Grant. Big UFC tomorrow too. Like I said, Erin Blanchfield, she is no joke. I think she defeats Jessica Andrade tomorrow, and I think she'll end up being next in line for Valentina Shevchenko. I really do. And across the ring, out of the blue corner, representing Albuquerque, New Mexico, the former UFC veteran and bare knuckle fighting championship veteran, John Dodson. Kerry Hatley is the referee for this one. You know who else in this weight that would do good, I think? If he doesn't take off in the UFC here soon, is Manel Kopp, former Ryzen bantamweight champion. Oh, what a combination of the body there for Dodson. About 5 left hooks to the body. Austin Trout, Diego Sanchez on deck. Following that, the main event between Lorenzo Hunt and Mike Richman. Dodson looking dapper in those purple and yellow trunks there. Good left hook for Dodson. Good left hand there for Grant, who's going to have a sizable reach advantage today. Oh, nice left hand on the body for Dodson. You can look like Dodson wanted to go for the takedown. Kind of clinched and spun him around. There is a little bit of clinching allowed in bare knuckle. See how Grant, he just keeps pawing, just keeping that jab out there, trying to keep Dodson at distance. Good left hand there from Grant. Oh, left hand down the pipe from Dodson. And he's on the inside now. Grant could be in trouble here. A couple of good left hooks. Oh, a big left hook there from Dodson. And he floors Grant. Grant may not get up. 8. So he's up. He's up at an 8. Oh, and he goes back down. Wow. Oh, no. He's not doing good. He tried to get back up twice and back down to a knee. Yeah, keep him down. Let's get some medicals on that guy. Let's rewatch this, though. Left hook right on the temple. Oh, and there's the left hook on the chin. I think it was that shot from the temple. He was already... Yeah, it was like a delayed reaction there from that temple. Similar to that knockdown we've watched many times as fight fans of Mike Tyson against Trevor Berbick. When he hit Berbick in the temple and Berbick stumbles to every corner of the ring before eventually, I believe, falling through the ropes. But wow, great first round knockout here for John Dodson. And Diego Sanchez is next. Diego Sanchez and the boxing veteran Austin Trout. Already at the co-main event. I said there has not been one fight tonight that's made it to the third round. And I think only a few of them made it to the second. Hell yes, John Dodson did it. Yeah, he's a stud. Excuse me. I think he dropped him with that last uppercut. All right, John the Magician Dodson. And there's the backflip with the energy drink in hand. Next, I want to see you do it with an open, though, Dodson.
John Dodson, an A-lister in the UFC, an A-lister in BKFC. Here's Cyrus. And standing by here with the Magician, John Dodson. Well, you did it again.
Really good to see his career rejuvenated, too.
2 times in a row here at BKFC. You got to be feeling good about that.
Of course. Hey, Buddha, what's up? Y'all know how the Dodson do. We coming in like a dynamic duo. We're crushing everybody. They're looking at the Bash Bros that's sitting there saying the flyweight and featherweight champion. Let's go. Me and my brother go ahead and tell everybody same night, anytime, any place. Let's go. Yo, Reggie, I know you aren't gonna fight, but you know what my name is, and I am the flyweight champion already. So let's go. You want to knuckle up? Knuckle up with me. I'm the champion for all in this place. Let's go.
John Dodson calling everybody out here.
Albuquerque showed up in a very big way tonight for bare knuckle fighting. Talk about it.
Hey, Buddha, y'all already know. This is the home of fighting. If you don't love fighting, then you guys are the wrong place.
A lot of Albuquerque, New Mexico veterans out here tonight, including John Dodson and Diego Sanchez, who will be fighting next against Austin Trout. Dodson building a nice resume and bare knuckle. Yeah, he is, because he had kind of plateaued in the UFC, and then he was kind of taking some tough losses there for a while, but he always had that power. That's what was always scary about John Dodson. As you've seen, even like when Demetrius fought him, he's like, he couldn't take him down quick enough. I don't know what this energy drink is that they're advertising. Something nerd drink. I don't know. Now nerds are advertising energy drinks. Drink an energy drink and be like a nerd. That's what's cool now with the kids? God, I'm old. When I was in high school, the nerds got shoved in lockers and toilets. other undesirable places. But apparently now they're kings of the playground. Got their own energy drink. Oh, and you watch this replay here for a minute ago. Greg Hardy getting knocked out. Damn, that gash was so bad. But man, the dude who was fighting, 6 feet tall, 282 pounds, and he was not fat. Dude did not have a gut at all. He was ripped. 6 feet, 282 pounds. That's a big friggin' dude. What does everyone think about Patty's next fight against a ranked 14th Drew Dober? Is that signed? I heard they were talking about that. Dude, Drew Dober will destroy him. I might have to look into what kind of bet I can sum up if I put the deed to my house on that, because Paddy Pimblett has like, God, I'm not a Paddy hater. I think he's a good fighter. His fights are always entertaining, but man, Drew Dober's on another level. He'll tear that kid to shreds. Last I had seen, that was not official. I seen Drew Dober was saying that he had agreed to it. So 1 day ago, it says Drew Dober addresses rumors of UFC return against Paddy Pimblett. Yeah, he just said we're working on some big things this year. I'm curious if anybody's gonna pick Paddy Pimblett, anybody in our community. Because man, Drew Dober, that guy's such a stud. The UFC, if they give Drew Dober that fight, they must really think a lot of him. Because he's going to destroy that kid's legacy. I think it's too soon to find a top 15th ranked fighter. He needs one or two more unranked fighters. I'm going to be frank, Robert. I don't think Paddy Pimblett will ever be able to beat Drew Dober. Unless Drew Dober's like 10 years older than him. I don't know how much older than, I mean, maybe if he waits till Dober's like, 50 or something. That just seems like a horrible matchup for him. Drew Dober is he's so strong. He's such a power puncher. And speaking of power punchers in boxing, Austin Trout was just that, fighting the likes of Jermall and Jermel Charlo. He fought Canelo Alvarez. He fought, I believe, Miguel Cotto as well. Holly Holm in the crowd. Be interesting to see. I wonder if she's going to end up in bare knuckle boxing. She's in her 40s now. She definitely looks good, though, and she's looked good inside the cage for 40. All right, yeah, that's their new energy drink, Nerd Focus. Okay. Still picking Paddy, though, and hope for a miracle. Dude, you better hope Drew Dober, trips over his own feet and breaks his leg, because that's the only way I see. That's the only way I see Paddy Pimblett winning that fight. What's up, Jim? You want to beat anybody in the top 15? I'm thinking, but I could be wrong. I mean, and I know there's a lot of Paddy Pimblett haters out there, and there is definitely a bit of overreaction as to how good he is. Paddy Pimblett's good. You know, he was a Cage Warriors champion. He's got some skills. His striking's pretty solid. His grappling is really good. You know, he's got great submissions, and he sets up those submissions with strikes, which is something I find extremely entertaining. But man, Drew Dober's such a stud. And I mean, how stacked is that division still? That Drew Dober's only ranked 14. I mean, like I said, Drew Dober's an animal. What's up? Cheers, Eddie Alvarez. Who you got in the fights tonight, man? You think Diego Sanchez can pull it off in this next fight against Austin Trout? And will Lorenzo Hunt defend his middleweight championship against Mike Richman? Will Mike Richmond, the now interim champion, become the undisputed champion? You see BKFC London. That's also coming up. But next week, we have another BKFC, Alan Belcher, fighting for a BKFC championship. And they're showing Diego working out there, also showing that tumultuous press conference and weigh-in between Mike Richmond and Lorenzo Hunt. Became a pushing war there. They kind of let him get a little bit rowdier at the press conference and the weigh-ins in bare knuckle. You notice they're never really fighting in, you know, the places with the big commissions. They like New Mexico. They've been in Florida. They've been in Colorado. Drew Dober's 34. Patty's only 26. Yeah, I knew Drew was older, but I wasn't sure how much older. So he's 8 years older. And I mean, I'm not saying Patty couldn't beat him. It's definitely possible. I just don't like his chances. And any of you have my contact info, or you're on the Fights with Friends Facebook page, soon as you see those odds come out for Drew Dober and Paddy Pimblett, if they come out, somebody message me, because before they go through the roof, I want to put some money down on Mr. Dober. And you see earlier tonight, John Dodson's brother, Eric Dodson, getting it done with a big knockout thuggy bear. 3 knockdowns in the round, actually, for him. And then we've seen Kevin Croom. He got a big win. Big knockout. All knockouts tonight. Gaston Tongo Reyno, he just landed an incredible right hand. Sent his opponent flying. And then it ended up being stopped in between rounds because of a really bad cut. Now we're going to look at Greg Hardy and Josh Watson. Josh Watson putting Hardy through the ropes with a left hook at the end of the second, and then, or the end of the first, excuse me, and then taking him out, knocking him out in the second. Wow, that eye was just so bad, though. Or they're trying to make it for UFC 288 in May. That's what I seen, Robert, but the only thing I was seeing so far was Drew Dober saying he'd accepted the fight. I haven't heard anything from Paddy Pimblett or the UFC or anybody else. I'm just hearing out of Drew Dober, so I don't know if that's a fight he's being offered or just a fight that he wants. Even 3-1. If they make him a 3-1 favorite for Dober, I think I'd try to put down a lot of money. All depends if Paddy's injury heals in time. What is his injury, by the way? I forget. I know I'd heard it, but I don't remember what the issue was. With him. All right, let's check out tomorrow's UFC card real quick while we're waiting for this co-main event. Of course, we'll be going live for the UFC as usual. All right, and Draj versus Blanchfield. Of course, the first fight. Sorry, guys. All right, here we go. AJ Fletcher returning against Themba Gorimbo. And this card's kind of all over the place. This is a weird one. Third fight on the prelims. Ovince St. Preux and former PFL heavyweight champion Felipe Lins. Lins at -215 favorite against Preux. And, I mean, I feel a little bad for OSP. He's down on the prelims, but on not the most stacked card. But, you know, that's what happens. You hang out long enough. I guess Jamal Emmers, he's returning against Hussein Askaba of United Arab Emirates. Other notable fights, Jim Miller. You got to wonder if this is the last time we'll see him. Plus 190 underdog against Alex Hernandez. Alex Hernandez, -225 favorite. I know Miller's up there, but for Alex Hernandez, like, he comes and brings it in the first round. After that, he's not known for a great gas tank, though. And then light heavyweights, William Knight, Marcin Prachnio, U.S. versus Poland. I think that's a good fight. Josh Parisian at heavyweight against Jamal Pogues. Weird co-main event. Both these guys, I think, have lost 3 in a row, Jordan Wright and Zach Paga. But then, like I was talking about, Aaron Blanchfield against Jessica Andrade. I think Aaron Blanchfield's got a real good shot to win that fight and secure probably the next title shot against Valentina Shevchenko. And here he comes. I'm wondering why they gave Diego such a hard fight in his first bare knuckle match, though. He's a huge underdog in this fight. I just don't understand. Either it was his hand or foot. I'm super high and forgot. It happens. All right, and I mean, I got to root for Diego, but man, this is This is a tough take. Like I said, Austin Trout, former WBC world champion, been in there with the likes of Jamal Charlo, Canelo Alvarez, Miguel Cotto. I mean, Diego looks so different with hair and beard. Yeah, he does. Looks way different. I'll tell you who else Austin Trout has fought. So I'm going to bring up his box rec here. And this is just, man, this is just not a good matchup. 36 wins as a professional, just 5 losses. He had 18 knockouts. He was only knocked out once. Yeah, lost a majority decision to Jamal Charlo, a unanimous decision to Jamal Charlo. Won a unanimous decision against Miguel Cotto. Also defeated David Lopez and Delvin Rodriguez. Went the distance with Canelo, lost a unanimous decision. I mean, the guy's just a stud. 42 professional boxing bouts. And this is so really, really hard fight for Diego. I mean, I wish Diego would have had some management that would have been like, hey, can you try to do me a solid? Can you try to give me somebody that's not quite a stud, such a stud for my bare knuckle debut? Yeah, and I mean, I worry about the technical striking of Trout for Diego. I worry about his defense. And Diego was not known to be the greatest, striker to begin with. He definitely had some wars. He's a pretty balanced fighter. All right, co-main event, guys. 5 2-minute rounds. 165-pound division. First out of the red corner, representing Albuquerque, New Mexico. He was the Season 1 Ultimate Fighter winner, introducing UFC veteran Diego, the Nightmare Sanchez. So Diego would fight Josh Fabia, his old coach. Oh, me too, man. That's the fight to make. I believe Josh Fabia is actually suing Diego, which is actually pretty freaking hilarious. I think they have lawsuits against each other, but I don't know what the hell Josh Fabia would be suing him for. All right, and out of Las Cruces, New Mexico, a former boxing champion, the former WBC world champion, 36-5-1 as a professional, Austin Trout. Oh, and Phil D. Rowe with the super chat. Thank you, sir. Frank says Josh Fabia should fight CM Punk, but they'll both lose. They kick each other in the balls at the same time. I like it. All right, here we go. Oh, and Diego with a wild swing out of the gate. Austin Trout been in many... Oh, a huge right hand from Diego, but then a big left hook from Trout. I thought there was maybe a knockdown, but Dan Mergliotta not stepping in. Diego, oh man, Lands a good left hook here. Diego seems to have a good game plan. He's on the inside, lands a right hand. Here's the clinch. Diego's going to like this clinch too. Oh, good left hook to the body there from Trout, though. Man, if Diego pulls this off, I would be crazy impressed. Good combination there from Diego. Left hooks to the body from Trout. Oh, he is digging to those ribs of Sanchez. Sanchez with a double underhooks there. He's waiting for him to go for a belly-to-back suplex. And both guys landing there. Good exchange, Diego. Oh, good straight right there from Sanchez, the southpaw. And another. Good right hand from Sanchez. Oh, nice left hand on the temple and a good right hook from Diego. Diego Sanchez holding his own in here against the former WBC World Champion. Oh, good straight right there from Trout. Oh, nice left hook to the body from Trout. I think the longer this fight goes, the more it's going to favor Trout, though. A couple of good right hands there from Trout. Good right hand gets through for Sanchez. Oh, nice right hook for Diego and another one, and a right uppercut. And there's a right hand from Trout. Good left hook from Trout. This is a close first round, though. Good right hook there from Trout. And, man, great competitive first round. Phil D. Rose says, cheers, Rob. All right, I do have to give that first round to Trout, but it was close. Certainly could have went to Diego. All right, let's go over to Diego's corner there and be working on that nose. Yeah, looking at some of the highlights from Trout from that round. Good straight right and a right hook. And Diego jumping off that line, but unable to land. Good straight right there from Trout. Oh, and another counter right from Trout. Trout starting to time Sanchez coming in. Sanchez getting a little wild. Oh, misses a big haymaker right there. Does Diego. Straight right to the body there from Trout. And Trout with the wild shots now. But good head movement there from Trout. Oh, a good right uppercut from Sanchez. And you see landed shots almost 2-1 for Trout. 29-15. But Diego's definitely, he's putting on a respectable show right now. Good right hook there from Trout. Oh, and another straight right from Trout. And another. Good 1-2 to the body from Sanchez. Oh, Diego swinging wildly with that right hook. Good left hook to the body there from Trout. And a straight right. And the right hook. And now Trout's really starting to get the feel for this. He's dancing around Diego. He's landing some straight rights. Oh, man, another one. He's beating him up with the jab. And another. And the left uppercut from Trout. Oh, another left uppercut and a good right hook from Trout. Oh, good right hook gets through for Sanchez. Good defense for the most part, though, from Trout in the second round. And looks like we're going to see the third. Oh, nice right hook to the body from Diego. Diego locked at plus 913. Jesse Morgan. Hey, like it. I'm not favoring to win this fight, but plus 913, wow, why not take a chance? I mean, this is BKFC. Anything can happen. It'd be tempting to just take take quite a few of the underdogs, maybe. We've seen a big underdog win tonight. Greg Hardy was a 6-1 favorite. He got knocked out. This is the first time we're seeing round 3 tonight. Trout making Diego missing a lot. Good head movement. Oh, yeah, he does. Diego telegraphic. Power shots. Yeah, he is. Yeah, I was thinking that was kind of a moral victory, Frankie, but I don't think Diego will see it as that. Oh, good jabs here from Trout. Yeah, he's eating Sanchez's face up, and a good left hook there from Trout. Straight right to the body, good right hook to the body there from Diego. Another straight right there from Trout. Oh, huge left hand and a right hook from Trout. That really busted Sanchez's face up. And Trout just playing with Sanchez now. Lands a good counter right hook as Sanchez misses with a wild haymaker. And another wild haymaker missing from Sanchez. That right hand gets through for Diego. Oh, nice counter left uppercut there from Trout. And the right hand to the body. Diego's still staying on his feet. Oh, good left hand there from Trout. Good right hand gets through for Sanchez. And another right on the chin for Diego. Oh, good counter right hook for Trout. Another good left hand to the body for Trout. The left hook to the body, and yeah, Austin Trout just really taking over this fight. 30-27 through 3. I mean, I think it was always going to have to be a finish if Diego was going to win this anyways. But, yeah, he's definitely going to have to be a finish now. Or a couple of knockdowns. Diego surviving. I'm impressed. Yeah, I'm very impressed. I did not expect him to make it to the 4th round. How about next time they not put him in against a former world champion, with 40-some fights in boxing? All right, round 4. And good defense early from both men. Good little counter straight right there from Trout. Oh, nice right hook to the body for Diego. He's had success with that right hook to the body. Oh, good left hook from Trout. Straight right from Diego. Oh, a big left hook from Trout, and he floors Sanchez. Oh, and Sanchez is a bloody mess. Oh, and Margolada's going to look at that cut. They're going to let it keep going for now. Good straight right there from Trout. 1 minute left in the 4th. We have not had a fight go the distance tonight. This is the deepest any fight has went. Good straight right from Trout. Oh, big left hook from Diego. That was his best shot of the fight. Oh, good straight right from Trout. That's the thing with Diego. It's always going to be entertaining. Good straight right there from Trout. And another, three-piece from Trout. That hurt Sanchez. Oh, big left hook from Austin. And Austin, I think he wants the ref to stop the fight. He's like looking, he's saying, hey, look at this cut, dude. Yeah, Trout's just really not wanting to cut. Oh, man. I mean, we've seen Diego bleed a lot. And this is right up there with his bloodiest wars. The BJ Penn fight. It's not bleeding into the eyes, though. And, you know, there's some bad cuts in BKFC. That's the game. And there it is. The doctor stops the fight after looking at it. And Diego Sanchez, I mean, I'm sure he's upset. But, you know, this is not a fight he was going to end up winning. Yeah, that's a pretty good hole in his face. I mean, I don't think Diego needed to take any more punishment than that. If we see Diego again, I hope he doesn't come in at a 12-1 underdog. What's up, Greg Brimstone? They just stopped the fight. Diego had too many cuts on his face. It was pretty bad. The doctor stopped the fight. He had lost every round, though. Will Diego be able to get a second win? Still a victory from way behind. Diego running out of time. Yep, doctor probably saved Diego from unnecessary punishment. I agree, Billy. What's up, Greg? How you been? Almost made it to the fifth. 20 seconds left in fourth. Not bad. Yeah, like I said, Austin Trout is an absolute stud. I mean, I can't believe they kind of did Diego dirty by making this fight. And look at the strike sets. 65-45 in favor of Trout, but that's not exactly a blowout. Oh, that was thrown. Oh, this is overall. But yeah, not a bad showing for Diego overall. Diego needs to grapple only, like versus Luke Rockhold. I like that, Frankie. I'd like to see him do grappling only. Luke's a lot bigger than him. No more combat fights, Diego, please. You can go chill on the beach and relax. You have earned it. Yeah, and for those that don't know, you know, because of what was going on with Joshua Fabia and him basically harassing the UFC and digging for a lawsuit and stuff, Diego never had his last fight. Just to let everybody know, the UFC did him right. They paid Diego his show and win money for his last fight on his contract, and he didn't have to fight it. So, I mean, I gotta hand it to the UFC and Dana for that one. I'm glad they took care of him. All right, up next, the middleweight championship is on the line. One of the hardest hitting dudes in combat sports, Lorenzo Hunt, the middleweight champion, taking on the interim middleweight champion. Also, a really hard-hitting dude, Mike Richman.
I mean, what's happening here? We're going to make something happen?
No, it's very simple, man. Diego's like a bird to me, so I got to get this win back. Number one. Number two, congratulations. It was a great debut. And you being the champion that you were in glove boxing, I, the champion, I want you to come and challenge me. Come and get this title, right? 165 or 155. Can you do April, bro? That's my question. Can you do April? Hey, David, you heard the boss man. You heard what
So
he
Luis
said.
Palomino, the champion, already challenging Austin Trout.
You already know how I get down there.
Basically offer him a title shot in April.
I don't know, man. New Mexico, you want to see Austin Trout fight for the championship?
Enough said. Albuquerque, New Mexico, one more time for that man, Austin, no doubt Trout. I just hope we can get Austin Trout that fight here because he looked phenomenal.
Well, scattered cheers and boos for No Doubt Trout. Also from New Mexico, but the hometown hero was, Diego Sanchez, being from right here in Albuquerque. And he's just so loved there. I know it's hard for this town to see, see him kind of take a beating. I thought it could have been much worse, though. Gonna shotgun a beer for Diego. John Dodson won by knockout Greg. But Greg Hardy did not. He got knocked the fuck out. I won't shotgun one, but I'll pound one. Right now, here we go, says Phil. I like it. All right, main event up next, guys. Two hard-hitting dudes. Brain freeze, says Phil. All right, next week, Alan Belcher against Aaron Arnold. Alan Belcher looking to secure a BKFC championship. See Lorenzo Hunt, a minus 275 favorite tonight. 185 pounders here. Hunt with a 1-inch reach advantage, 72 inches. Fist size, 34 centimeters. Same fist size for both dudes. Biggest number that jumps out here, Lorenzo Hunt, 6 feet tall, 3 inches taller than Mike Richmond. Got a shotgun beer koozie. I just tip the can back and press a button. Oh, really? I didn't know they made such a thing, Robert. That's pretty badass. Oh, hell yeah. No, I did not post a replay of it. No. I won't post any replays from BKFC because they hit me with a DNC on Twitter, which I've never even heard of. But they are very, very protective of their video. So I can't do the BKFC. Sorry. Beer go bye-bye, says Robert. I'm going to have to get me one of those koozies. That sounds pretty badass. Where'd you get that, Robert? I'm going to have to buy one, and then it'll be like a donation thing. And just we get up to a certain amount, and we'll shotgun a beer live. Dude, that's awesome. I need one. Yeah, says Phil. Yeah, you and me both. All right, I'm going to take a quick restroom break as Mike Richmond is getting into the ring. It'll be real quick here, guys. Right back. All right, and here comes Lorenzo Hunt. Wow, that is quite
the champ is here. The champ is here. The champ is here.
Wow, what a strange outfit. Oh, that's not what Lorenzo Hunt's wearing. He's like, got some dude. Does anybody know what kind of superhero or whatever that is supposed to be walking down with him? I've never seen anything like this. What a ring entrance. $10 on Amazon, many colors and beer-related savings on them. Mine says, let's go. Let's get ready to stumble. Mine is green. They also have an orange one that says send it, plus many more. Oh, wow, he is really excited getting down to the ring. Lorenzo Hunt. All right, somebody dropped $10 for the shotgun beer koozie, and I'll write your name on the outside of the koozie. So every time we do the shotgun thing, your name will be on there. The Juggernaut. Thank you, Robert. I was trying to think. Man, that is a cool freaking costume. Whoever did that, that is really good. That ain't no $100 costume that you buy at the Halloween store. Damn. And Lorenzo Hunt jumps into the ring with authority. All right, anybody who's interested, if you want me to buy that shotgun beer koozie on Amazon, and I'll throw one shotgun the first stream I get it. I'll do a shotgun for free. I'll write your name on the outside of it with the Sharpie. Whoever buys that koozie first. First $10 donation. That's a Marvel comic book. Bad guy the X-Men fought. Oh, yeah. Okay, now I recognize him now. I used to watch the X-Men animated series, actually. That's what he looked familiar with from. All right, guys, it is the main event for the middleweight championship. Also is in the Deadpool movie. Nice. I don't think we're going to need those judges. We haven't needed them so far tonight. You guys, you like finishes? Bare knuckle boxing is where it's at. All finishes tonight. Only one fight made it past the second round, and that was that last fight, Austin Trout and Diego Sanchez. Bought it for you, Mike. It's on the way. Oh, damn, Billy. All right, Billy just bought it and sent it. Thank you, Billy. With the donation and even delivered it. Like they're going to redo the X-Men cartoon and call it X-Men 97. I can't wait. Oh, nice. Cheers, Billy. Which one did you get him? We'll be there Sunday. It says Chug Life on it. Nice. I like it. Well, thank you, Billy. All right, out of the red corner, he is 4-0 in bare knuckle boxing. Introducing the BKFC middleweight interim champion, Mike Richman. I love his villain mustache. It's incredible. And there is the BKFC belt. Does he get all those 4 women if he wins? All right, and with a BKFC record of 9 wins against 1 loss, representing Jacksonville, Florida, presenting the Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, middleweight champion, Lorenzo Hunt. Wow, he is fired up. I think Lorenzo Hunt's going to take on the whole corner after he takes on Mike Richmond. He is angry. This is like something like a Mr. T out of a Rocky 3 scene here. Phil D says, get him. That's a cool one. Yes, it is. All right, here we go for the middleweight championship. Oh, and a good straight right counter for Richmond early. Hunt's really coming out aggressive. Lands a good right hook to the body. Richmond's looking a little more calm, looking for the counter strikes here. Good straight right there from Richmond. Big right hook from Lorenzo. And a left hand up top from Hunt. Good left hand from Richmond, the interim champion. Oh, and a beautiful combination there from Richmond. Straight right and a left hook. Big left hook from Richmond. Good 1-2 from Hunt. And a left hand from Lorenzo. Oh, double left hand there from Richmond, though, and a combination of the body. Mike Richmond came to win tonight. He wants that championship belt. You got to wonder if Lorenzo Hunt's going to have a bit of an adrenaline dump. Good 1-2 there from Hunt. Great combination of the body from Richmond. Brutal left hook to the body there and a right hand. Another left hook to the body from Richmond. Oh, two good right hooks from Hunt, though. Oh, left hand and a big right hand up top. Oh, Hunt is hurt. He is stumbling. Wow, we could see a new champion tonight. Good straight right there from Richmond and the left right hook to the body. Mike Richmond having a great first round here. Oh, and he floors the champion. Mike Richmond is floored. Lorenzo Hunt with a huge hook. And he is up. Not a lot of time left in the round, but wow. The champ is hurt. Oh! Oh my goodness! Lorenzo Hunt comes back with a right hand bomb and he knocks Richmond unconscious. Are you kidding me? Talk about a comeback. Lorenzo Hunt gets up off the canvas. You're wondering if he's even going to make it through the round. Immediately smashes Mike Richmond with a shot from hell.
You got knocked the fuck out.
That was wild. Wow, and Mike Richmond still on the ground. He's trying to stand up here. They're trying to tell him, chill out, sit down, relax. Wow, he got knocked out cold. And he was doing so well, too. Yeah, they're sitting him back down. He was hyperventilating after he got hit. Man. What a shot. No matter what you think about BKFC, I don't know if there's a more exciting sport on the planet. So let's watch the replay here. A big left hook right on the chin from Richmond. Floors Lorenzo Hunt. And he's hurt. He looks hurt. As soon as they bring him back, Richmond lands a brutal counter right hook and just knocks Mike Richmond out cold. Oh my, that was a scary scene. He was out, eyes wide open. He looked like he was having a seizure. And good to see him okay now. Wow, that's That's got to be one of the best one-round fights I've ever seen. That was incredible. You see a guy land a left hook, floor the guy. You think he's about to win the fight. And then the other guy gets up and knocks the other guy out with one shot.
Here is Jeff Houston. Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge.
Just dynamite in his hands.
At 1 minute 50 seconds into round number 1. For your winner by KO and your Unified.
Wow, Lorenzo Hunt moving to 10-1 in bare knuckle boxing. I think he's got to have the most fights in bare knuckle boxing since they've been around. That's a lot of fights. 11 fights in BKFC, 10-1, and still.
With the undisputed champion, sportsmanship.
Damn, and now he shakes the hand of Mike Richmond. There was definitely some bad blood between them, but they definitely got each other's respect there. Man.
I feel good. I trained really, really hard for this. I lost a lot of weight. I did my best. Mike Richmond was way better, way sharper than I thought he was, and I gave him credit for. And I paid the price with it on my face. But I was able to stick it out. Pure heart, perseverance, pure toughness. I've been through hell in this life, and it's nothing. It just brought me to this point. I am the best bare knuckle fighter in the world.
After a performance like that, Lorenzo, we gotta ask you, man. What's
Wow.
next on your plate, brother? You just did something amazing tonight.
I don't know that he wants to think about his next fight after that. He just got up off the canvas.
What's next for the Juggernaut?
I believe that I would like to be the first 3-seed champ in bare knuckle history. I would like to challenge for the heavyweight belt. Whoever wins this next title fight.
So he wants a challenge for the heavyweight belt. He was a light heavyweight champion. He just won the middleweight championship.
Of the world just one time. Make me the best in the world.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Damn.
give it up for this man, Lorenzo, the Juggernaut Hunt.
Unbelievable.
That is one hell of a man.
I don't know if he could do that. He came through at flying colors, got knocked out, and came out with a beautiful one-punch knockout. This guy can do it all, Sean.
I can't post any BKFC on Twitter, man. They hit me with a DNC, which is, I mean, that's like legal shit. When I posted one of their knockouts before, my goodness. Oh, I wish I could, man. Oh, give it a minute to upload, then go check it out. All right, it's on the Fights of Friends Facebook page. Thank you, Robert. Wow, what a night. I think KnuckleMania 3 definitely lived up to the hype. I'm certainly happy. That was fun. That was very entertaining. Man, I've had mixed feelings about bare knuckle in the past. It is just so damn entertaining, though. Oh, I don't think you can, Robert. BKFC is apparently very selective on who can post their content. Yeah, they don't mess around. And they want everybody to buy the pay-per-view. I mean, it's, what, $8 a month? And you get all the pay-per-views. We get another BKFC next week. And we'll try to do the one next week. Alan Belcher going for a championship in BKFC. Crap. Oh, no. Oh, don't worry about the Facebook, man. I don't care. No, I won't get in trouble. You'll get in trouble. You're the one who posted it. Awesome. Thanks, Robert. I'm not able to watch tonight, so I'm about to give it a peep. Nice, Greg. Yeah, if I could have, I would have put up many videos on Twitter tonight. I didn't think about the Facebook page though, so thanks, Robert. No, I don't think you're gonna get hit on Facebook, but I don't know. I said I didn't think they'd hit me like that on Twitter either. But all 3 chugging devices will be there Sunday, Mike. All 3? 3 of them? Damn, Billy. All right. Well, thank you, sir. I've never shotgun a beer in my life, so I'll shotgun my first beer here live on Fights with Friends. I think that's usually something people do like when they're teenagers, not when they're 44. But if Robert can do it, I can do it. Hey, thanks for tuning in, RMC. All right, UFC tomorrow, guys. Jessica Andrade, Erin Blanchfield. Like I mentioned, if Erin wins, I really think she gets the title shot against Valentina Shevchenko. OSP and Felipe Lenz. Big light heavyweight bout tomorrow. Jim Miller against Alex Hernandez. Any time out could be Jim Miller's last time out. He's been around for a minute. Some good heavyweight bouts, too. Frickin' sweet, Mike, says Craig. Yeah, I appreciate it. Not like I haven't been in Facebook jail before. You and me both, man. All right, there's the one next week. Arnold Adams and Alan Belcher for the World Heavyweight Championship. I didn't realize he was a heavyweight champion now. I didn't realize Alan Belcher is fighting a heavyweight. March 17th, Daniel Strauss, former Bantamweight champion, or former Bellator champion, excuse me, taking on Ben Wynn. Then March 24th, Britton Hart and Chris Barnett, both defending their championships in Norfolk, Virginia. So BKFC starting 2023 off quickly. Then April 29th, like we talked about, Denver, Colorado. Big Ben Rothwell, heavyweight's going to be on that card. Chad Money Mendez, Platinum Mike Perry, and Christine Ferreira. All on that card. Still more fighters to be announced for that card in Denver. That's going to be a fun one, though. Hell yeah, I'll be here if I can help it. Me and a bud put a split a 30-pack one night. Shotgun 15 apiece. I was effed up like a sack of groceries. Oh, man, I can't imagine shotgunning 15 beers. That's a lot, man. I don't even know if I get down 15 beers anymore before I passed out. I'm generally a 1 or 2 beer a night guy. But, all right, guys. Well, I got work early tomorrow. Like real early. I got to wake up in like 5 or 6 hours. So I'm going to say good night for tonight. But like I said, big UFC tomorrow. Oh, real quick, guys. Go over on Twitter. Follow XFL. XFL. It's the football league that's going to play in the off season for the NFL. Their season starts tomorrow. They're going to be playing Saturday and Sunday. There's 8 teams. I'm actually talking with the XFL right now to make them the official football sponsor of Fights with Friends. So we could be working on a big sponsorship deal right now. So if you wouldn't mind going over to Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, wherever you can find them, let them know that you want to see XFL and Fights with Friends have that relationship. I just did a video. You can watch it on XFL. It's telling you what the differences are between the XFL and the NFL. So real quick, a few of the cool things about the XFL: shorter time clock, so it keeps things moving. The time clock keeps going, even with incomplete passes and when players go out of bounds, except for the last 2 minutes of the half or the last 2 minutes of the game. They have a special thing only in the fourth quarter where you can always do an onside kick, but in the fourth quarter, you can also take one shot from the 25-yard line, a fourth down, to regain the ball. So you get like one more down there, just one more chance, for players for teams to be able to come back. Their conversions, no extra points. So here's how the extra points work. You can do a 2-point conversion just like in the NFL. But that's worth 1 point, I believe it was. You can take it from the 5-yard line. That's worth 2 points. Or you can take it from the 10-yard line. That's worth a full 3 points. So a lot of different options for scoring. I think it's going to make it a different game there. As well as the overtime. There's no ties. They have a sudden death thing where each team takes the ball at the 5-yard line. They get one shot, then the other team gets a shot, and then they keep going until one team wins. Yep, Greg Hardy got knocked out. I was happy. Knockout is uploaded on Fights of Friends Facebook group. Thank you, Robert. See you fine asses later. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us for KnuckleMania 3. As always, I love you. I respect you. And I'll see your fine asses tomorrow.